Are you doing all right? So this week I'm not at the club, or got me wand out. I'm in the kitchen, and Amy's not here. So I'm sure you really got excited when you saw me in the kitchen, thinking Amy was going to be on the channel. Not this week. The reason I'm doing this video is because I need your feedback, and I made some notes about the channel generally, because I feel like it's stalled a little bit. I'm up to nearly 20,000 subs, which is fine. It's all right. You know, it's better than a lot of channels, but I felt like this channel would go a little bit better. Maybe I was deluded. And I'm fully aware that snooker is like, it's quite a niche market, I suppose, you know, but there is a lot of snooker, people who like snooker that might be interested in the content. Maybe it's just, I'm just really bad at it, I don't know. But I've tried a few little things to try and keep it growing. But like I say, I think it's stalled a little bit, and I don't understand why. Again, I know I'm setting myself up it's just rubbish, or you're just rubbish at snooker. All right, maybe, but maybe I need a bit of help, basically. So I'm basically, it's I'm asking you for your help or any feedback to sort of help me make the channel better, or any things that I'm doing really wrong. So I made a few notes. So my videos generally are coaching and technical stuff. I think that's going all right. I mean, I'm getting good feedback from people that I see at exhibitions, things like that, going, oh, you know, I watch your channel and blah, blah, blah. There's been a bit of tournament chat with Amy. They seem to go well, annoyingly. Challenges and lineups. So I've done a few like, you know, routines, this, that, the other. Shots pros like and hate, you know, because I see when I'm at the tournaments and when I'm practicing with these professionals, the top players, I sort of get access to them. I know most of them pretty well. So, you know, it's not the end of the world me doing that. It's easy for me to do that. Man in the know, aren't I? And then there's a couple of other ideas I've had for content. It's like matches with other pros or amateurs. Looking at having like the not you know, just film me practicing with them, or having a best of 5 or best of 3, whatever. And then these tour vlogs. That's another idea, which I've not really done. So yeah, the purpose of this video is to find out what you would like, why you don't like the stuff that you don't seem to be like, because sort of the views aren't very good on certain videos. So look, let's break it down. The views have dropped off recently. What's wrong? What else do you want to see? Because like I say, there's, you know, when you see your analytics on you, when you've got an account, you can see certain videos doing well. I've been trying to look for sort of like patterns, and I'm sure there's someone much more educated and bright than me about this subject could see those patterns, but I'm trying to see them, even with the language that I'm using, negative, positive, I don't know, you know, thumbnails, you know, doing all this stuff, trying to see what is, there's a few buzzwords, obviously with the technical stuff, aiming, blah, 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 cue action. And obviously if you know my channel, obviously you must be watching this video, you see that I'm trying to move people away from that, obsessed with all the technical stuff, cue action. So I try and focus my snooker on, you know, the game itself, rather than all the mad, you know, cue action stuff, because like I say, a lot on my channel, a lot of that stuff is not helping, and it's, you know, it's driving people mad, you know, the circle of doom, as I call it. The Amy videos do really well, considering. Why is that a thing? I don't know, yeah, should be buzzing seeing this. You know, they're just prediction videos. Like I say, they seem to do pretty well. You know, is it more of a lifestyle channel that you're looking for? Challenges and routines. Well, a few of them done all right. You know, when I'm doing certain lineups or routines, or playing for the practice routines that I do, and they've dropped off. So, because I've had a lot of suggestions about doing certain videos, like doing certain routines, and which I can do and put it on the channel. But again, because those views have sort of dropped off a bit, I've thought it's pointless doing it. But because, yeah, nobody watches them, you know, very, very small amount of people anyway. So I've sort of not done many of them recently. The shots pros like an 8. I'm surprised they haven't done well, because obviously I'm lucky enough, you know, being a tour player, I know a lot of these players very well. I've known them for a long time, so I can get access to them, and they don't mind me asking the odd question. Probably me being annoying with my camera, but you know, I spent my life being annoying, so you know, whatever. So yeah, I can get access to these people, and it's fine. And I thought me asking these questions and demonstrating the shots they do and don't like might go better, but then again, that's dropped off. Like, so I don't understand why that. I understand why I thought it was a good idea. Maybe it's just my ego has been hit, because I thought it was a good idea and it seems to not be. And then obviously the challenges with pros that I mentioned, these or amateurs, just having a little best of 5, best of 3 with players, and it's serious, so there might be a bit of banter, but generally we'll be trying. Obviously, you know, some of the other channels like, you know, Stephen Hendry, doing well. You know, he's chatting more. It's not about the snooker. I thought, well, what if I did it a bit more about the snooker, so that, you know, you see a better, a proper game, if you know what I mean. Obviously, I'd have to twist some of the lads' arms to be able to do that, but would that be of interest? You know what I mean? I could do that. So yeah, please help me out here. And then obviously the tour vlogs, me on tour. I've tried to do a bit on my social media, you know, and you rock up, you know, and all that, but I feel like doing a proper vlog, I'd have to have my camera out all the time, and ultimately I'm there to sort of try and win snooker matches, so I don't want to sort of distract from that. That's not something I want to sort of, you know, I tried to focus on playing. Also, when we're away, you know, the players don't, you know, if we go for a coffee, don't me with my camera out, you know, some of them just want to sort of chill out themselves. So it will be, you know, I feel like I'd be being a bit annoying. Not that it's not something I'm not used to, but so I've sort of steered clear from that. I did have the idea of doing that, but I mean, that's what the public want. Maybe think about doing that, but I mean, would you be interested? I mean, you might not even be interested, because there's a lot of backscene stuff now anyway. It's accessible. It's not like, you know, I'm sure you could do it 20 years ago. Getting backstage and seeing all this stuff would be a bit more of a thing. But, you know, please, again, give me some feedback there. So they're the ideas I've had, you know, please comment below. It's really important that they help me out here. So just on my little research about how the algorithms work and how YouTube works, right? So basically, from what I can find out, you know, AI is a great thing. Basically, the way it works is a creator will post a video, and then YouTube will then push it a little bit, just put it up on it, and if it gets good engagement, then they will promote it more, and then it will come up in more people's sort of feeds. I don't, is mine coming up in your feed, or are you just finding it because you subscribe? Because I've looked at the analytics and I'm trying to look for patterns and I can't find any, and I'm sure someone clever than me could do it, but I don't see it. So I really want to answer this question: is it coming up? Because then if you get, I say, you get a good click-through rate, it sort of goes more, and then it gets pushed more, and then it sort of hopefully snowballs. So I really want to know whether it's coming up in your feed, because I know a couple of people that watch a lot of snooker content, and when I've posted a video, you'd think guaranteed it's coming up in their feed, and it's not. So something tells me that it's a massive conspiracy and YouTube are trying to suppress my channel. Maybe not, but I do feel like some of the videos aren't being promoted. And for the ones that do better, I feel like they are. And I'm trying to work out why that is. Oh, maybe that little bit of engagement that they're looking for is good at the start, so it gets promoted more. I don't know. I don't really know. That's why I'm making this video, and I'm absolutely clueless, really. I've done a little bit of research, but I'm sure someone cleverer than me. So, yeah, I need your help. And so please comment below. Maybe with the engagement, this video will blow up, and I'll be like Mr. Beast this time next month. Maybe not, but we'll see. So yeah, please, I'd really appreciate your feedback, even if it's now, you're just really bad at snooker, or, you know, your channel's rubbish. I'm sure I'll get a bit of that, bring it on. But yeah, I'd really appreciate anybody's feedback. If there's any social media gurus out there that can just pinpoint what the problem is, and I'll be buzzing next month. So yeah, I'm really genuinely looking forward to the feedback, and I will see you soon.